Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having an awesome and wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me again for another Saturday with another live Q&A and another session of learning. I'm really excited about today, and I'm excited. I'm actually every Saturday I'm excited. So that's why I am just very happy today to see that we are Saturday. And also today we're going to talk about how Google might be taking down Amazon. And is that possible or not? And what Google is doing to make sure to be one of the biggest e-commerce out there if they want to, or if they are they going to. So today we're going to tell you a few things about Google and Google Shopping. We're going to talk about what it is and also how you can apply to it and what the good and the bad of getting into Google and all the announcement they're doing right now. And as we say all the time in this channel, e-commerce is going to boom too much because pandemic made it easier for people to get into e-commerce and faster, getting the processor faster to be able to get into e-commerce. So thank you so much for joining me today. And today is a beautiful Saturday and another live Q&A. I hope you guys had an awesome and wonderful day. I hope you guys are really hustling. I hope you guys are really doing your private label, you're sourcing products, you're doing your product research, you're validating products, you're sourcing products right now because now is the time. And I'm very, very excited about the people who are joining our live interactive course, which is going to start this Saturday. That's coming Saturday, not this Saturday, next week. And I'm really excited to start with the people who signed up. And I'm very, very excited to show them everything that I know from product research, sourcing, validating product, how to be able to launch your product correctly, how to run your PPC, what are the other types of launches that you can do to help you in your process to make sure that you really get the most out of this course. At the same time, you'll be able to move very fast to your goal. So I hope you guys are really doing well. And at the same time, please, as we know, every live Q&A, leave your questions and I will answer them at the end. So please, any comment they have, just put them out there and I will be able to answer them at the end of our session. But today we're going to talk about Google versus Amazon and how e-commerce is going to change and what Google is doing to be able to compete with Amazon and what are my thoughts at the end of it. So I'm really excited about this. And also, I would like to thank everyone who's here. I would like to thank everyone who's supporting us and actually signing up for the course. Really appreciate you guys. And you've been giants from the beginning. So I really appreciate you. So let's go ahead and talk about the subject that we are waiting for, which is Google versus Amazon. But before we do that, let's say hi to the people who are here and the best giants we have over here. So we have Nancy says, hello, Saad. I'm Megan. Thank you so much, Nancy, for being here. I know we're working overtime those days just to be able to get things done. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing. And all of us as a team, we're coming ahead of that. So thank you so much. Alex Riviera, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for signing up. You signed up yesterday for the course. So I'm very happy to have you in our group. And also I'm looking forward to make sure that you guys have the best chances of winning at Amazon. So thank you so much for being here. And also Pernilla, she joined the class. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Pernilla. You're awesome. And your review, your feedback that you have, the testimonial is going to come through hopefully this week for people to see. I know I promised it for the last few months. Hey, I'm going to show you the testimonials, but now is the time. We edited them and we did everything. And we are going to release them slowly. And yesterday, I want to give a big shout out to Amanda, who actually gave us a very nice feedback about our services and also about me, especially about me, which is important. This pretty face needs to be on the video all the time, but I really appreciate it, Amanda. Also, we have Juan Murphy, which is hello, everyone. Juan, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to see you in the class as well. And we have Megan says, good morning, Giants, and hopefully to see you there, Megan, as well. And we have Nancy again. We have Josiah who says, good morning, Josiah. Thank you so much for being here, Josiah. Josiah's launch went super well. And we're very happy with it, but actually UPS lost half of his inventory, so now we're trying to reorder to make sure we are there. So Josiah, thank you so much for being here, and thanks so much for all the patience and all the good work that you're doing behind the scenes. And we have Saran says, hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. And we have Monica. Monica says, hello, everyone. Monica, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And Carla says, how did you manage to create multiple 200-unit shipping plan for new products? That is secret, but I will share it at the end of this session. So stay tuned, but I will be able to cover it because we find some ways to be able to go through that. And I don't know if I want to share it. You know what? We're not that big. So we have only, we don't have a lot of followers. So I don't think it's going to explode. We're not that big channel, but hope we grow. So if you like the channel, please subscribe and like and give us big thumbs up. At the same time, we have Nika says, whatever it is, Nika, thank you so much for being here, my man. And Neil says, hey guys, only a few days to go till the course goes live. It's going to be excellent. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about it. I have been, as you know, guys, we're going to go live. I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to be sending everyone who signed up for the course, they're going to get an email to tell me exactly what they want to be covered, especially like what the things, pain point that you guys have that you want me to solve. And I'll make sure that I make the best out of it, because I'm really, really trying to do everything in this course. I'm going to give you everything that I know, honestly. And also I'm going to be helping you with the bi-weekly webinars to be able to solve your problem. So the first 25 people who are going to join the course, they're going to get the best out of everything, because I really want to get the results for them. And I want them to be a good example for when we launch it again, or the course for future people who wants to join. But I really appreciate it, and I'm very looking forward, Neil, for it. At the same time, Alex says he's smiling. Thank you so much. And Dennis Chow says, hey, Giant. Denny, who was the first people to join the course. So thank you so much, Denny, for being here. I appreciate you. Muhammad says, good to see you again, man. Muhammad, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being a big supporter of Giants. And we have Nancy Parson, which is, I believe is Omo, says, hello, Saad. Hello, Megan. Thank you so much, Nancy. So let's get to it, and let's talk about this topic. And first of all, before we start, I would like to give a big credit to Nancy, because Nancy, she's the one who came up with that subject. She brought it to my attention, and then she actually did everything for it. She did the Google Sheet for me, the Google Doc, and everything. So big thanks to Nancy. Great teamwork, and I appreciate you for doing that. So you need to give the credit for people when they do things, because otherwise you're just being, cheating the system, and that's not the good way. So let's go ahead, guys, and let me share my screen, and let's get to it very, 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 very much. So, all right. So I hope you guys see my screen right now. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see better and better. But this is what we have. Interesting changes to buy on Google. So Google has announced the last few months is about a few things about how they're going to compete with Amazon, or indirectly how they're going to compete with Amazon. So I really think it's a very interesting subject. And as we know, guys, and I've been preaching this for a long time, I told you the pandemic made people really faster the process, or they are going to, if they have any plans to do things about e-commerce, and if it was in the next 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, they're going to start right now, because that's the only time for them to do very well. Because especially with this social distancing, just imagine Christmas was going to happen. At Christmas, if the full capacity of a mall is going to be 50%, it's just going to be ridiculous for people to go out there and start purchasing things. So now if you see everyone is moving to retail, to online, especially like online purchases has gone up for over 100%. So this makes people really want to get into it right away, because it's very, very, very important for them to capture all the sales. So imagine Christmas, already there's a lot of people. And now let's say 30% of those people who are not able to go to the mall, they're going to go in e-commerce. That means more money for you, more money for me, but it's going to be awesome. So Google thinking about it is like, hey, you know what? We have to do something about this, and we have to encourage people to sell on our platform, which is really great. But let's go ahead and talk about the interesting changes to buy Google. So Google made some study, says although 49% of people start with Amazon when shopping for products online, but 22% of them start directly on Google. So if someone looking for a product, they go ahead on Google, they search the product, but most of them, they're going to start 49%. If they're looking for a product, they are going to go through Amazon platform, because that's where basically the catalog for all the products. Amazon has been there for a longer time. They have all the logistics, they have everything correctly. So for sure, people, they will go to Amazon and do it. But they all start 22%. And Google realized that. It's like, hey, 22% start from Google. Let's do something about it. So they're trying to monetize that traffic in different ways, which is where they're doing. This past week, Google announced that it has dropped commission fees for buy on Google, where shoppers can browse, add to cart, and purchase product without leaving Google. So let me go ahead and show you how does that look like. And let's see. So for example, I'm here and I'm saying, let's say I'm looking for Google Shopping, whatever. You can put any product, you're gonna find them. So for example, all this stuff, if you see here this tab, let me go zoom in. If you see this tab, this is where you can buy things. So all the stuff that you find here, you'll be able to buy them. But usually when you know, guys, as sellers, as Amazon sellers, you find out that, hey, if I do my SEO, if I do search engine optimization for my specific product on Amazon and rank it higher on Google, I'll be able to get some traffic. And the things that you can do here, if you realize, hey, every product that you're looking for, you're going to find in Google Shopping, which is going to be, as I told you, in the top, but is going to be coming from different websites, from different files, from different platforms. So if you see here, Global Central US, we have Wish, we have Shop4.com, we have BestBuy.com, Google Store, we have Verizon. So basically, any product that you want, Google will be able to extract the most enhanced, optimized SEO platform or product, and they'll be able to show it to you, so you'll be able to buy it. So let me keep going straight and let me tell you. So now you know what Google Shopping is, what's how you buy on Google, how it looks like. But a few months ago, Google made it free to list products, so they could be found under the Google Shopping tab. Google Shopping Actions, giving advertisers the ability to augment advertising with free listings. So basically now, if you want to list products on Google Shopping, it's for free, which is really, really great. And if we have 22% of traffic coming to Google, that's a really good move from Google. But it's not all roses and beautiful life, blah, blah, blah. For sure, there's some stuff are going to be a lot of cons, which is I'm going to share with you. But this is what they're starting. They're starting to do it to list for free, and you'll be able to get your product out there, and you'll be able to, for customers to buy your product through all this traffic of 22%. Now, this new change makes it free to sell as well. So instead of us paying in any platform, let's say in eBay, you're paying, I think, 25 or 40 bucks. Then you're paying on Amazon, you're paying the 40 bucks, 39.95. And also, any other platform, you're going to pay a little fee to post your products out there. So now Google says, hey, you know what? I am going to do it for free, because they want to encourage people like you and me to get in their platform and start growing the platform. That's for sure. I believe, in my opinion, they're going to do it for free right now, but later on, they're going to charge for it. Now, Google also announced integration with Shopify and PayPal. This is huge, because if Google already partnered up with Shopify, which, as we know now, it's very, very hot, Shopify, because you can build websites very easily, has all the integration for payment integration. There's a lot of tools that you can do there. You can do landing pages, you can do pop-ups, you can do wheels, you can do everything you want there. So it's very easy for people to build an e-commerce website, and Shopify is the best place for it. Myself, I don't do Shopify, and you guys know that I'm very focused on what I do on Amazon. This is my forte. But is it something in the future I might venture in? Yes, I have done Shopify before for drop shipping, but nothing to sell a product. But it's the same thing. Shopify, you have a website, you need to get the traffic. So anytime you have a product, you just need to make sure that you have a traffic. That traffic, where it's going to come from influencers, from Facebook ads, from Instagram, whatever it is. And that's by itself, it's a learning curve that you need to learn, but it's possible. So Google also announced integration with Shopify and PayPal, which is everyone has PayPal. Anybody who has Shopify now will be able to sell on Google very easily, and support for commonly used product feed format. Now, what does that mean? Apparently, common use means Amazon inventory files. So basically, if you have your product and you set up your Google Shopping, and you have a product on Amazon, you'll be able to edit those files and put them into Google very easily. And Google, as I showed you here before, I showed you, hey, they're bringing stuff from other files or commonly used products, which is basically from big platforms that already ranked high on Google, and they'll be able to pull those files if the product exists over there. So this is really good. That means all of us, we have Amazon. If we rank very well, we'll be able to get there very, very quickly. And also currently, it's only available for US, and there is a waiting list, because for sure, you sell for free. It's a new platform. People are going to be lining up for it because they want to try it out. They want to see how everything is going to work. And I believe this is, it's a good move from Amazon, a good move from Google to be able to get more people in. But Google is making concentrated effort to get Amazon sellers on its platform because they know you and me, we are very, very, very talented people. We have a lot of information. We know how to source product. We know how to sell the product. We know how to market it. We're already in that system. So Google says, hey, listen, Amazon built this army of third-party sellers, how we can benefit from it. So what they did, hey, let's do Google shopping. Let's do it for free. And let's attract people like me and you to come in, since some people claim, hey, Amazon is saturated. Amazon is very difficult because they may be learning from someone else, right? But if you learn from me, it'd be good, right? But hey, seriously, that's why they're doing it. And I think that's a good move as a business to be able to attract good talents from other business. Now, while retailers have several options for driving traffic to their website with a free listing or with shopping ads. So basically, shopping ads, I'm not very familiar with Google. I'm not enrolled in it. But shopping ads, I believe, is like PPC from Google, which is going to help them to advertise on the Google platform, which is awesome. Many also use buy on Google to give shoppers a convenient way to purchase something right when they discover it. So they'll be able, you get the product, they'll be able to buy it right away through Google shopping, through Google website right away, seamlessly, without click on the product. For example, going to Amazon, go to the detail page on Amazon, go add to cart, and then you buy. Now, no. If you want to buy it and you set up your integration payment very well right away, you will be able to. You're going to be able to purchase the product and order it right there, right then. So, I think yesterday I did something, and hopefully I know what I'm doing. Like see here, it brings you to visit site right away. So it comes in here, it brings you to the website. So now what Google's saying, this is too many steps. If you have too many steps, you're going to give the time or the chance to the people or the buyers to think more before they buy. But if they were able to come here and right away click on the product and buy directly here, buy it directly, just buy, and bring them to the integration to your PayPal, whatever, the shopping cart, that's amazing. And that's what they're enrolling soon. So by removing our commission fees, that's what they say. If we're removing our commission fees, we are lowering the cost of doing business, which is, they know now everyone is crunched, everyone is tight on money. E-commerce, we're doing well, honestly. If you're in bad niches, like I have one bad niche in parties, we're getting hammered, but most of the things are going to do very well. So they're saying, hey, in hard times, retailers are really getting their life being sucked out of their body. So let's make it easier for them, and let's lower the cost of doing business with us as Google. So they're lowering it to attract those people and make it even easier to retailers of all sizes to sell directly on Google, starting with pilot that will expand to all eligible sellers in the US over coming month. So basically, they're doing the low cost. They're making sure that they will accommodate everyone with different sizes of retailers or businesses to attract them to get in. And also, they will expand that pilot project to all sellers in the US in overcoming month. Look, Amazon went crazy, and they basically dominated the whole e-commerce. For anybody to replicate it, they need a lot of time. So for them to say coming months, that's a good thing. It's going to take them a while to expand, but that's what it is. Now, if you're brand new to selling on Google through shopping actions, you will be invited on board directly to the new 0% commission. So if you wanted to apply for this thing and you're wondering how you're going to do it, and you want to apply for the new zero commission version of the program, to submit your interest in joining, follow the link below. Be sure to complete each sections of the interest form, as all fields are required. So there's a link here below. I'm going to share with you. If you want this Google sheet that I have here, please let me know, and I will give it to you. Leave it in the comment. Tell me, hey, Saad, I would like to get it. I would like to get that sheet if you want. If it's not, it's okay. I understand you don't like me, but it's all good. Now, if you select PayPal as your payment solution, you will need to link your PayPal. So if you have PayPal, you need to link it. The same thing how you link your eBay with PayPal, that's the same thing. Here with Google Shopping, they need you to put your own PayPal. Now, you will need to link your PayPal business account before you'll be able to submit the form. Now, this is a good key here. PayPal business. So you have to have PayPal business account, not personal. That's important. To link your account, click the link at the bottom, the payment solutions section to the form. So I'm going to give you that link because I love you. Bada bing, bada boom. Hopefully that's in. So I gave you that link if you want to go ahead and do. Now let's talk about the requirements. Requirements. All right. Program requirements. Link your payment services provider account in Merchant Center. Now, Merchant Center, I believe, is the same thing as your Seller Central. So when you sign up, you're going to get your Google Shopping, you're going to get this Merchant Center, and then from there, you'll be able to link your Google, you'll be able to do your advertising, you'll be able to do everything. So to streamline your payments servicing, you will now be able to integrate your payment service provider with your Merchant Center account. That's very hard to say, huh? But anyways, only for me maybe. Merchant Center account. So Merchant Center account, basically when you log in, installer, you'll be able to do all the integration, all your payment, all your PayPal, and everything you want. Currently, the integration is available with PayPal, and others will be added soon. So now it's done with PayPal since established. It's very easy to process things, and so they will add the other ones. You will need to link your you will need to link your account using the linked account section in Merchant Center or directly in payment platform. So basically, there's a button there in a linked account. You'll be able to get to it, and you'll be able to do all your integration. Keep in mind that your PayPal country, this is very, very important, and I highlighted it because keep in mind that your PayPal country and legal business entity name must match what appears in your Merchant Center account. So the same thing that we have with Amazon is basically we need to make sure that we really our business entity name, our address, everything matches everything that we put in Amazon. Now they say, hey, listen, if you have a business account in PayPal and you have all the names, has to match the PayPal country to be able to get approved or to appear in Merchant Center account, which is really, really great. Now, let me keep going and say some little things. Get ready to handle. This is the cons. This is where Amazon is like a lion. It just goes there and just eats everything. This sucks the life of every other platform because they do things that other people cannot do. Even that we bitch a lot, even that we complain a lot, we cry a lot when Amazon does some changes, but we have to realize it's only the platform in the world that be able to handle all the customer service, returns, all the garbage, fulfillment, everything they handle themselves. That's huge. And that's where other platforms are not able to compete because Amazon established itself as the leader of e-commerce in the world. And also they have everything established for the last 20 years. So when you do that, you need to get ready to handle customer support directly. So directly communicate and resolve issues. So if someone buy from you through Google Shopping and you need to do the customer service, you need to make sure you resolve their issue. And if you're not able to resolve their issue, what's going to happen? If the customer is not satisfied with their response, they will be able to file a Google guarantee claim that will be handled by Google customer support. So Google will chip in only if you weren't able to solve the customer's or the client's issue and the client reaches out to Google, you're going to be in the hook for it. So you're going to say, hey, boy, you're being a bad boy on our platform, and now you need to make sure you refund this guy. So the same thing that we have on Amazon, something called A to Z claim. If you do not refund the customer or you have dispute with them, especially if you do FBM, they will file A to Z, and Amazon will step in and they will suck the life out of you, and they will take the product out of you or the money and make sure they give it to the client. That's why Amazon is great at what they do. They side with the customer. Always the customer is the king in their eyes, and that's why they're doing well. If realize, guys, if happy customers make the word spread very fast. Now we have two things, and that's why those companies, they excel at what they do, especially in every business who has a very, very good customer service. They understand one thing. Good news will spread to 2 to 3 people. If you have bad news, will spread to 11 people. So they know if I have good news, little bit people are going to share. Like now, if you have good news happening, I don't think you're going to be running out there, be like, oh my God, look at me. I'm making the money. Oh my God, I'm so happy. You're not going to go and do that. You're going to keep it to yourself because you don't want people to envy you maybe. But if you have bad news, oh my God. Like for me, for example, if I get sick or I get hurt right away, you will see I'm like the biggest baby ever. And I'll be crying to my wife, oh my God, look what happened here. I'm so wawa. I'm so hurt, like a little baby. And I will spread it to everybody. The same thing, how the news, the media, they try to do everything they want. They build fear and they spread that fear and spreads very quickly because they understand bad news or bad things or fear is going to reach more people than good news. So this is really, really important to keep customers in. And that's why Google will chip in if there's some dispute. Now, decide how to generate return labels. So let's say someone bought from your product, they bought it, and now they want to do a return. But it's like, hey, I don't like the product. With Amazon, you're sitting down there, you're sitting in the beach, and you'll be like, oh my God, just do returns. Whatever they want to do, let them do it, right? But now, with Google, you need to manage return in one of the following ways. One, Google facilitate returns. To have Google generate return labels automatically, you need to link your supported shipping carrier for returns. So basically, if you have, let's say, UPS account, you have FedEx, you have whatever you have, you'll be able to link it in to be able to generate the return labels. The second thing, merchant, which is you, if you choose not to provide Google with your carrier account, you will be responsible for handling all returns. So basically, you're going to be doing the job to return everything if you don't get those accounts. Because sometimes getting those accounts, UPS, FedEx, and everything, it takes a little bit of, it takes time. And if you're new to the business, you want to limit how much shit you do. Because honestly, you're going to have a lot of learning to do. That's why a lot of times when I talk to someone, beginners, like, hey, ease up. You don't need to learn about shipping. You don't need to learn how to do the trademark yourself. You don't need to do be a custom broker yourself. You need to ease down and focus on how to find product, how to validate it, how to expand it, how to market it, how to do PPC, how to do your launches correctly. This is when you need to excel. This is your job. But other things, let someone else do it for a little bit extra. $50, $100, who cares? But most of the time, you need to be excelling and focusing on the things that makes you money, and you don't want to do the $5 jobs, because if you do $5 jobs, that means you're worth $5 an hour. If you do 200, you are valued at 200. So, but it doesn't come overnight. Like it's just not gonna sit and say, "Oh my God, I'm a $200 guy and a $200 an hour." No, nobody's gonna pay it. You have to work your way out. You have to work your way slowly to it. But anyways, go back to the subject, merchant. You will be able to do it. So you have two options: link your own shipping carrier, or you'll be handling all the returns yourself. Now, Amazon feed compatibility. If you're new to Merchant Center, you will now be able to upload product feeds in the format you use for Amazon. So anything that you have on Amazon, you'll be able to upload it right away to product feeds or to Merchant Center very quickly, which is they make it compatible with Amazon. Because why? Because they want to get you. They want to get you, your experienced seller, Amazon seller. They want you. Once that happens, you will be able to use Amazon feeds in the following. You have full product data, want to create products, or you want to update your existing product. So if you have a full product data, you'll be able to create it, or you will be able to update it or change it. You have this ability, which is really awesome. You don't have a full product information and want to match your product to our catalog or product your inventory. That's great. So this is good, because if you don't have any images or you don't have anything that's related to your product, but if you want to use Google themselves, their images that they have, they will be able to bring it to you. They will be able to tell you, hey, okay, I'm looking for Google Alexa. Let's say I'm looking for Alexa, but I don't have images. You just put Alexa. I believe that's what's going to happen. Alexa, they're going to find the images they have in Google. You'll be able to use them as your stock photos, which is great, actually. You know, that's really lower a lot of your expenses, especially when you do private label. We know how much you spend on images, $400, $500. You know, if you're really big, you're going to do $1,000, $1,500 if you're going to use live models and all this stuff. But this is a really good, easy way to get in. If you have data for price and quantity update for product that have already been uploaded. So all the data, everything will be good. Now, this is very, very cool here. Income tax. Since we know that Amazon give you 1099, I mean, I'm not in the, I mean, yes, we get it actually. So you get this format for taxes when you sell on Amazon, but now your support payment service will now handle your income tax, TIN verification, withholding, and 1099 reporting. So basically, if you're being verified by PayPal and you have all the information there and everything is good, you'll be able to get verified and be able to get into Google Shopping. And also PayPal will be able to send you the 1099, will be able to do the verification, everything for you. So at the end of the year, whatever purchases it comes through, let's say eBay, all the money comes through PayPal, or Google, eBay, PayPal at the end, they're going to give you a 1099, say, hey, you spent this, how much you generated income, and you'll be able to report it and do your taxes, blah, blah, blah. So Google won't take care of it, but your payment service will able to do it. Now, for people who are living outside of the States, this is what's going to happen. For merchant incorporated outside of the United States, once you link your payment service platform, a U.S. bank account will no longer be required. This is a huge one. As you know, guys, if we're selling on Amazon, we need a U.S. bank account, or we need a cross-border account, or we need a virtual U.S. bank account. But here, if you have any payment service platform like PayPal and you're already been verified, you no longer need a bank account, U.S. bank account, and be able to do it right away. So I hope that was helpful. I don't know. That's all what I got for you. So let me get back for you to see my beautiful face. I know you miss it. And let's get to it. So I really think this is, let me talk about my thoughts now. Now, as I told you, there's going to be a lot of platforms. And I'm not against any other platform. I think if you're able to make money, you should be able to make the money. So as Amazon seller, you have an edge over a lot of people. Why? Because you've been in business. You know how the business works. You know what e-commerce, you know what to expect. New beginners are not going to expand very quickly. But if you, as a seller, and you see yourself, you want to diversify, you want to expand a little bit, maybe you can start with Walmart, then start going with a little bit more. You can go a little bit for Google Shopping. You can go to Shopify and all this stuff. But the only problem with this, it's focusing. If you do not focus on one platform and you be a half-ass job for everything that you do, you're not going to excel at it. The only time I was able to excel when I focused, when I was able to determine what I wanted to do in my life, when I set the goal and the mission that I wanted. So before I used to do everything. And what happens? Everything that you built in a very, very weak foundation is going to collapse. So what I did, I just cut everything out and I started focusing on the business. I'm focusing on Amazon. I became the best at it. I became good at everything. It's in there. Amazon is not an easy platform. It's not like I'm telling you, oh, Amazon is easy. 3 months, you'll be 100%. Take my course and you will do it in 3 months. I cannot tell you this. But I'm telling you, everything you do, you need to make sure you learn it to your best ability. And Amazon has a lot of things for you to learn. For me, I always focus on my Amazon business. I will perfect product research. It's going to take you a while. I'm going to show you the methods in the class because I know most of you are in the class. I will show you how to find product. I will show you how to validate. But all this, each process, you're going to see it's going to look good, but you need to practice until make you perfect. The same thing, I'm teach you PPC. PPC by itself is a monster. I know I'm going to teach you every method that I have, all the methods that I'm going to have, but at the same time, it's going to need to practice. You need to patience. You need to understand why it's happening. It's not going to come right away because if you're new or medium, you're going to see everything like, okay, I'm learning a little bit of this, but if you want to be master of things, it's going to take you time. And it's not going to come over 1 year. It's going to take you time. But that's what I'm thinking. The same thing here. I think you should be able to focus, start one platform at a time. If you perfect Amazon and you stable your income, you see the sales are coming in very well, you get consistent sales, then move to the next next platform, whatever it is you feel comfortable with, Shopify maybe, or Walmart, whatever it is, and you start building up. But do not do everything at the same time, because this is only me. I'm not telling you do not do it. You're a man or you're a woman, and you can do whatever you want. You're the business owner, not me. But I'm telling you what works for me and how I think. But anyways, now let's go ahead and answer some questions. Well, I'm gonna drink water first. Honestly, I'm thirsty. By the time you guys put all your questions, and let's do it today. Oh man, you know what song in my head? You won't believe it. I have 2 girls, and what's in my mind? I'm a hot girl. I do bad things, and yeah, very bad. Imagine a big fatty like me, Big Mac fatty, and just thinking I'm a hot girl, I'm a bad girl. But anyways, let's do it, and let's see what we have here. Shopping ad is paid advertising on Google. Yes, that's correct. I mean, you wrote it. So Nancy, thank you. Yes, shopping ads basically PPC, but for Google. Hey, Leonard. How you doing, Leonard? Thank you so much for being here, man. I'm glad you made it. Nika says, thanks, Saad. Thanks to you. And I hope you guys find a lot of value in here. At the same time, Carl said, which will be the cheapest carrier option shipping from 3PL to Amazon in the US using Amazon's carrier shipping plan? So you need to find a 3PL. And a 3PL, there's a lot of services out there, but the one that I am getting more information about, and hopefully I'm going to be meeting the CEO of that company called Unicargo, and I'm supposed to be meet with Rafael, which is be able to do the shipping for you from China to the US to Amazon, whatever you want. And also, if you have extra products, you'll be able to they'll be able to store them into their own warehouse. So, for example, if you order 1,000 and you want to ship only 200, they'll be able to save the 800 and drop them into Amazon slowly. Otherwise, if you have any warehouse, any prep center or fulfillment center you can find, go ahead and do it. But this is what I'm trying to get some information about. So once I get the information, I'll let you know how that's going to work. But that's how you're going to do it. When sending items to Amazon for RA FBA, do I need to purchase a new box from UPS, or can I reuse a box I already have? You can reuse any box you have. Like I remember before when I first started, I used to go to basically Walmart or whatever, and I just asked them for boxes. They used to give them to me, but now they're becoming very stingy. They don't give it. You have to really basically know someone there to be able to give you the boxes. Or you need to go in the garbage in the back and you'll be able to find some. And I'm saying the garbage in the back because I used to go ahead in the back and see if I have anything and get them. For sometimes you're going to find the microwave box, you're going to find whatever you want. You can find any box that you have and reuse it. For me, example now, I don't go dumpster jumping anymore. But what I do is basically I just buy boxes, and I think they are cubic 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. And I find them in a store that I close by, but you can find them in Walmart. You can find them in Uline, Uline. You'll be able to find them in any other store. Like for example, I have here a store which leaves used boxes outside for us to take. So I'll get this, but I buy them, and they cost me I believe $1.80 or $2 each box. I know it's expensive, but I ship a lot. Like I have a shipment right now supposed to be picked up yesterday, and it's 23 boxes. 23 boxes is going to be phenomenal. I'm going all in, I told you. But that's how you're going to use anything you have. It's okay. As long as you put the labels right, the FBA labels, the freight labels, and you'll be good to go. All right. Now, next. Nancy says, you don't need a new box to ship inventory, Juan. You can even go to spas and liquor store for good, clean boxes. Just remove all barcodes. Exactly, 100%. Any barcode, you have to remove them. So I use the cutter. I just whatever the labels are, I just cut them up and just peel them. It'd be good to go. And liquor stores, yes. You go get some wine and get yourself some boxes. I'm sorry. Leonard says, how does it work when you ship products to Amazon? Does product go to freight forwarder, warehouse, then Amazon, or does Amazon carrier come pick up your product from your port. No, if you have a freight forwarder, it's basically that's what's going to happen. My red and blue pen. So you have the supplier. So if they're doing EXW, that means they will leave the product in the warehouse, in their own warehouse at the supplier, and you have the freight forwarder is going to come to the supplier's warehouse, pick up the product, clear them through the custom through China, put them in the boat, then bring them to the US. The US customs stays there, they will clear it, and then they ship it from the customs to their own warehouse. And when they get to their own warehouse, they'll be able to distribute the products to Amazon or fulfillment centers. That's how it works. If you do FOB, the only different, instead of leaving the product at leaving the product as suppliers, the supplier will be able to clear your product through Chinese customs in the port and put the product in the ship in China's port. That's how it goes. And when it goes FOB, then the freight forwarder comes in and picks up everything from the port in China and brings it to the US, clear it, bring it to warehouse, and then ship them to Amazon fulfillment. Google is banned in China, so my guess is no Chinese competitors. Alex, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head. Exactly. That's a good thing. It means less competition. But also, how much growth? I mean, still, you know what? 22%. 22% of traffic, people looking at in Google. So if you be able to do that, really great. Remember when we used to do canonical URL, which is we still use, to be able to have the keyword in your link, in your canonical URL for Amazon? The main reason was to get ranked in Google, which is really awesome. So that's really, really, really cool. Really cool. Very good point, though. Good point. Oh, yeah. Good point, Alex. So I said, don't do it. I'm a bad girl. Do hard things. Now, Nancy says, if you think you'll learn a lot from Saad Facebook group and YouTube channel, you will be pleased at the way they deep dive further into subjects. Yes, we're going to go really deep. I'm just waiting for people to sign in a little bit more. We're not full, but if you want to join, please, we'd love to have you. As I said, the link is going to be below that episode, this description. Go ahead, find more about our course. It's really going to be awesome. I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot. I'm not just telling you to hype it. I don't know how to hype things, but I'm telling you, I'm going to go really deep in a lot of things. I'm waiting for people to sign in. Once they sign in, I will be able to send you an email and see what's the best time, and then we're going to figure out time that we're going to all start. Now, as I said, we're going to start on the 1st of August, so it's supposed to be next Saturday. Hopefully, it could be after our webinar here. We'll be able to meet up, or we can do it on Sunday or Monday, whatever it is. I'm going to send you a message. I'm going to take a poll of most of you when you want it to be, at what time, because I want to see if we have people from UK, because we have a few people from UK and Australia. So I want to make sure we have some events for them, even though replays are going to be available for everybody. But that's something I'm really, really excited about, and I've been thinking about it, and it's going to be awesome. I think this is the only course that offers student input of creating materials. Yes, I'm going to teach you everything that I teach in mentoringship. I'm going to teach it to you. Mentorship, I charge almost $1,000 for 4 hours, and I will teach them from beginning to the end and until they launch the product and everything, as long as they become a member. This one I'm giving $5.99 to help you out, guys, and it takes less time from me. I mean, it's going to take a lot of time for me to explain, but it's going to take multiple people, so easier for me to explain. But it's going to be really, really great. So I'm really excited, and I really urge you to join. I'm not saying because I'm charging $5.99, and there's $3.99 option, which is only get you access to the replays and the course itself. If you want, go ahead and do it. But it's really going to change. If you cannot afford it, please do not join. I don't want you to go ahead and do it because it's just you need to have the money to be able to do this business. But if you want to invest in yourself, get that course, learn, and then you'll be able to implement it next year. Yes, perfect, but you will be satisfied. If it's not, there's 30 days money back guarantee. Get your money, no problem. Tell me what's the issue, and please take the money, no problem. I'm not gonna keep money if you're not happy. Assume I have PDF, PDD, whatever, product detail, I don't know, listed on Amazon, and there's only 1 to 2 other sellers. of this product listing, if I do not do PPC, does that mean that people will not find my product? If I have a product listed on Amazon and there is only 1 to 2 other sellers on this product listing, if I do not do PPC, does this mean that people will not find my product? If you have 1 to 2 sellers, then it means you're doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. If you do retail online arbitrage, you're not doing PPC the same way we do private label, but you'll be able to do exposure PPC campaign, where it's going to be $5 campaign at 6 cents or 7 cents bid, and that's it. And the only time you're going to pay, only if you have the buy box. So that's another thing. So if you have anybody who has other sellers and you don't have the buy box, your PPC is not going to run. And this is it. So that's what I tell you. But Amazon, I mean, don't forget, if the product is good, have a lower BSR as RA product, retail online arbitrage product, you're going to be fine because people are looking for it. So that's why I say look for BSR. For low BSR in retail online arbitrage product, you will be able to get the exposure. But if you want to get a little bit more, I always run PPC campaigns. And it's going to be cheap. It's going to be like 3% ACOS, 4% ACOS. It doesn't matter, but it's going to be good. What are you saying here? Bernal Anderson, you have no idea. This house is crazy. Yes, this house is crazy. You have no idea how many times we sing this song. It's like a family tradition now. I'm a hot girl and I do bad things. And yeah, and my girl's loving it. They're seeing a big giant bear walking. I'm a hot girl and all this stuff. Holy moly. It looks like this video that you see on YouTube with the cop who's singing for Taylor Swift. You see me like this, But hey, it is what it is. You missed my question. I'm sorry, Carl. Sorry. I didn't see it. I'm telling you, because I have stuff comes up here and then I have the software which brings the questions really late. And I missed it. I'm sorry. How did you manage to create multiple 200 unit shipping plan for new products? Ba-bam. All right. When I did the video for you guys, and I think you should watch it. If anybody who didn't watch it, how Amazon limited 200 limit. I did, as the same day I did it, I created 5 shipping plans for the product I was willing to ship. And it worked for me. And then I get a message from some people, hey, that didn't work. Amazon catch up on it. And I think Ivan Stoyan, he's one of the people who pointed out. And I was so happy to hear. I was like, hey, man, I'm not sure it worked for me. But some people don't work for them. So I don't know. I still have them, the shipping plans ready for my product, as I told you in the toy brand that I'm building. But there's another way of doing it. So the other way of doing it is the following. You're going to do the following. You're going to do a shipping plan. You're going to open up a shipping plan, and then you're going to duplicate it in incognito. When you duplicate it in incognito, you have 30 seconds between each one of them to confirm. So you confirm the first one, then second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, you have 30 seconds. And that so far has been working. Now, for me, I haven't tried it because I already did my shipping plans that worked for me. And I was so surprised that someone else didn't work for them, because I know this method worked for people when COVID-19 happened. And there was a lot of restrictions about how many units you send in. So that worked for me again here. So I was happy about it. But if it didn't work for you, please try the incognito, and Amazon's not catching up to them. So that's what I say. So go ahead and do that and tell me what works. But that's the word on the streets. I feel like a gangster. The word in the streets. I mean, a word in the street for a girl, that's a big thing, huh? A hot girl and the word in the street, just ridiculous. But anyways, that's the word in the street. Go ahead and do it and let me know how the results goes, Carl. And please leave it in the comment. And if you didn't subscribe to the channel, please do. If you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe. And if you want to see more about my face, please hit the notification bell and get started. Now, what else we have? We have Alex says, Shopify bought warehouse for fulfillment purposes to compete with Amazon. Do you think the Google partnership include us sending merchandise to those warehouses and Shopify will fulfill them? It could be. If they partner up with them, that's what they want to use. They want to be the platform for advertising more than anything. So most of the things that Amazon makes money is PPC and advertising. So if they're able to get a really good platform for e-commerce, they want someone who really build very good websites, very organized, very easy for payments, integration, and everything. The only thing missing with these, as I told you, I didn't get into Shopify because you need to learn how to do micro influencers. I did drop shipping with micro influencers, but you need to do micro influencers. You need to learn how to do Facebook ads, how to bring traffic to it. And that was the hardest thing. So now if Shopify go ahead and add Google to it, and Google will be able to use their 22% of traffic on people looking into, that could be something. Now, fulfillment center purposes, I don't see anybody competing with Amazon for fulfillment centers except Walmart, because fulfillment centers are very expensive to build and they need a lot of technology. If you go to any fulfillment center or just type fulfillment center Amazon, you will see that technology and how much robots are out there. It's crazy how it is. So to be able to replicate is going to take time, effort, all the AI that they have, all the systems is going to take a lot. And Amazon is ahead of it. It's the same thing as Tesla. Tesla ahead of every automaker, not because they build cars, because the technology of AI, they have the autonomous driving, they have the battery technology. That's what they're exceeding. And that's what Amazon excels at. Fulfillment center, fulfilling orders, the fulfillment centers, they're building a lot of fulfillment centers. So whatever Shopify is going to buy is not going to be enough to compete with Amazon. Amazon spread the fulfillment centers all across the states to make sure they faster the process of shipping and prime shipping to clients, and make sure they get them for 2 days or 1 day or 6 hours. I know we're in pandemic, we're barely getting these kind of numbers, but that's what it used to be. So the only person who's going to compete with Amazon is going to be Walmart. And I said that before, because Walmart has a lot of fulfillment centers in their if you think about it, they have a lot of fulfillment centers. Why? Because each Walmart is going to be a fulfillment center if they do it right. Because believe it or not, I used to work at Walmart, and I used to work in the warehouse, and they have big warehouses. So if they wanted to get an order, they'll be able just to fulfill it from any nearby Walmart, and it becomes like a fulfillment center. So it'll be a store plus fulfillment center. That's really huge. And I'm not going to tell you why I quit Walmart, but that's for another subject. It's really bad. I mean, not bad. It's bad because the guy and whatever is another. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you the story. I worked in Walmart for almost two weeks, and then I guess sexual harassment claim, and I was like, "What? Sexual harassment? A woman? I never touched a woman. I never did anything. What happened here?" A guy, we had a joke with him, and we, boys being boys, and I'm talking about 10 years ago. And he started making jokes about my mama. And I was like, you want to start this way? No problem. If you're cool with it, I start with your mama as well. And I start with his mama, and he started with my mama. Then I made him cry. Then he went to the manager, and the manager comes like, oh, the sexual. I was like, what are you talking about? We're okay. We're talking smack. Then I just like, you know what? I quit. This is too much for me, for a guy cannot handle himself. Have a good day. And I left. But I don't understand how they call it sexual harassment just because talking about his mama. He talked about my mama first. But anyways, that's a true story. I swear to you. But that's what I think about Alex. Now, Nika does say, is it okay to include other brand name in keyword PPC? Okay. By Amazon terms, you cannot. By my terms, I can. That's the short answer. I use them. I know it's against term of service. I know Amazon doesn't like it, but I do it. So if you want to do it. If it's not, it's not. I go ahead and let my clients, I recommend it to them. I'm not recommending. I tell them what I do. If they want to do it, do it. I told them it's against term of service, but it's up to them to do it. There's always reward and risks in business. And for me, I'm always okay with it to do it. So that's what I was doing. Someone says, when I create a new listing, what's the quantity number I have to put in the text box since no inventory available? Try as high as much as you can to put in the text box since no inventory. I'm not sure what does that mean, but if you're doing shipping plan, you can aim for high, see if they let you. If it's not, just keep it. They're going to let you 200. They're going to give you a warning, say, hey, 200 only limit on this ASIN. But try for more, but they're going to let you only 200. Pernilla, do you know if we can change the business entity and country in the EU but keeping the old one in the US. I just created a company in Spain with my partner, or it needs to be connected to the same. No, actually, you can have them differently. Like for this is what I know myself. I have a Canada unified account, so I have Canada, US, and Mexico. Mexico, forget about it. I don't do nothing but Canada and US. So I have two different entities in each one of them, and it's working because each platform is going to work as its own entity, as its own platform, and you'll be able to change it the way you want. So if you're in the UK and you want to change it, you have to change it. So if you do partner up with UK and you have only your name in the UK, you will have to put the new entity name that you're partnered up with the other person. That's the only way. But other than this, you should be fine. Okay. So perfect. You can change it, be good to go. Then it says, hey, Saad, do you have a scheduled date time for the course? And will you still do the Saturday Q&A? I'm going to do Saturday Q&A because this is for all people who are, waiting to see my face. I know they're thirsty to see me and they just want to know the wisdom. So I'm going to be doing the Q&A because that's for YouTube. And I enjoy doing them. But as you know, when we do live Q&A, I cannot go deep in each subject. Even that I'm sharing a lot, I actually get few people who say me, like, what are you going to give me more than what are you guys doing in YouTube? Like, I'm giving you stuff in YouTube. It's true. You can build a business right now in YouTube with the stuff that I gave you. But if you want a little bit extra, I go a lot of depth in things. And there's a lot of things that I use I might not be able to share here. I'm going to share with you. But I'm telling you, the information I give in YouTube, it's amazing. And other things, when you buy a course, you're not buying a course because the information is not out there. Every information is out there. But how much time is going to take you to be able to get all the information together? It's going to get confusing. Like now, if I learn a new subject, it's going to be hundreds or maybe thousands or hundreds of thousands of videos, different thoughts, different methods, and you don't know which one is which. And this is really hard. So you come in as a newbie, it's going to take you maybe 1 year, 2 years just to be able to get all your thoughts together. And that's very, very hard. So for me, I'm very, very straight up. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the information. It's going to be in a very good, organized way. All my experience that I have done for myself, for my own products, for my clients' products, how all the people that I coached, I'm going to put it in one place for you to do step by step, know what's the right process, what I think, and you'll be able to do it. That's why. And for me, the time, the live Q&A, I have to keep it going because I need to help more people. I enjoy what I do, but when we go into more subjects, it's going to be different. And date and time, I'm going to send you an email, let you know. Ricardo says, good morning, Saad. Good morning to you, Ricardo. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. What? Oh, yeah. Do you have to have your private branding permanently affixed on your product, or can logo sticker work? Logo sticker will work just fine. So, for example, for a lot of times, if I have a product I want to get in very quickly just to be able to get the testing maybe, or you want to get the product in right away because you want to capitalize on the market that just spiking up, I might have a regular product like this one, for example. If I don't have anything, I just put a sticker. So it's going to be a sticker printed. It's going to have my brand name. It's going to have whatever I want, and that's a sticker. Or you just can have a logo on it and be good to go. It's fine. Branding on Amazon, especially for first one, you can do anything you want. I recommend you do it custom, but for first product, it's okay. Do a sticker just to get it in very quickly. But the next order, you have to be a nice box. You have to do everything correctly to be good. Now, some product, you cannot be able to do boxes for them because they will change the Amazon FBA fees and it will be costly for shipping. But sticker will do. Logo and sticker will do. Like, for example, now if you create listings, it's very hard. You have to put generic, get the UPC code, you'll be good to go. But if you don't do that and you want UPC exemption or GTI exemption, or you're going to get brand permission, all the stuff, you need to have a picture of the product from 4 sides. So, for example, now there's 2 products from the 3 products that I'm launching in the in the toy product is actually they're not making me. I'm not able to create the listing because the new brand, and they want me to take a picture of every side of the product. So 4 sides. So I spoke to my supplier, and they sent me some pictures, and today I'm applying for it and see how that's going to go. But that's how would you do it, and logo sticker will be fine. And kick. Ricardo says, I'm in, just join the course. Thank you so much, Ricardo. I'm very happy for that. And I'm going to see you there. And I'm telling you, you won't regret it because you guys are true supporters of Giants. And I really thank you so much. And I'm going to do my best to be able to help you. Do you have any good size to calculate the height of your shipping pallets, how they will stack for when you create your shipping plan? I think when you go to Amazon is the best thing in Amazon. When you create the LTL, the pallets, or less than pallets. Yeah, I forgot the name, honestly. I don't ship pallets as much. But when you do LTL, you'll be able to tell you the height of it. And I believe it's 4 feet or 5 feet. I'm not sure. But Amazon will be able to tell you how high and how it's stacked up. So if I were you learning, I will go in my South Central and just put pallet size or shipping pallet, and they will give you all the stuff that you need, and you'll be really, really good. So do that and see what happens. But that's the only way you'll be able to do it. But I know it has to be stacked up like a staggered, like boxes like this, then boxes like so. So let me explain that. So you have you're gonna do box, then box, this way, then box, then box like this. But I think it's 4 feet or something like that. I remember I did it once, and it was telling me exactly what size need to be, what the highest, and also was telling me where the labels needs to be in each side and all the stuff. So I'm sorry I'm not able to help you with this, but if you go in South Central, you'll be able to get the information, or leave it in the Facebook group, and I will be able to get back to it, and I will share information more on it if you want. As I told you, I'm not very good at shipping. Not very good. And that's why I get people there. I get really people there. I get my freight forwarder, my sourcing agent take care of it. I have money sitting on Amazon Canada. I accidentally sold something on the wrong marketplace. How do you get the money? Haha, and just sitting there. You can put my bank account and I can have it. No. So basically just go ahead and link one of your bank accounts to the Canadian side. So go to Canada, go to account, setting, profile, and add your bank information, and you'll be able to withdraw it right away. The only thing you will see different, you're going to lose in the exchange rate. Because what happened, it's going to be changed from Canada to US, and that's by itself, the exchange itself, you're going to lose the percentage. But if you sell only a product, who cares about the percentage? Go with it, and that's it. You'll be fine. Really be fine. But that's how we do it. I remember when I had my US account in the beginning, I was so naive, man. You know what? One of the videos I'm gonna do is mistakes I have done as a business or as a businessman or entrepreneur, and you're gonna see how much crap I did. But that's the way you will do it. I will just put my account was a Canadian account, and I was able to get the money in, but I was losing the exchange rate. That's the only thing. Thirsty to see Saad. Yes. Have you used Amazon inventory placement? If so, do you find it cheaper than sending the units yourself to the fulfillment centers? Now, Amazon inventory placement, yes, you can use it, but you're going to be charged a lot for each one of them. For inventory placement, it's going to be charged a lot. But the best way is basically get them to Amazon warehouse. Get them to any warehouse of your freight forwarder, and then ship them to the places that you want. It's cheaper, because what I have heard and what I knew is basically when you send the product as inventory placement, and every time they change the fulfillment center, you're going to pay for that as well. Now, a lot of people say no, some people say yes, but that's what I believe is happening. So inventory placement is expensive, and it's going to charge you a lot. You will see. Like if you do inventory placement, it's going to be like, I remember we did it for one of my clients, and was costing almost $1,500 or something like that extra. So it's much better to get to a warehouse and then just spread them the way you want, or ship them to different fulfillment center by using Amazon partnership. Is way cheaper. There was another thing. Yeah, this is it. Curating content is as important as great content. Yes, you have to make it really good, really simple. Make people understand it, and that's what we're aiming to do. Really live interactive course for Amazon FBA Giants is going to be lit, whatever. Carl says, damn, I just tried the cool method from Incognito, but didn't work. No. Saki, you can try one. Instead of doing 5 of them, just do 1 and then the second one and see what happens. And don't forget to, when you do Incognito, it should be fine. But if you do your own browser, try to clear the cache and cookies, and that might help as well. Paulo Lee says, hi everyone. Hi to you, Paulo. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it, my man. And I hope you watch that video again. There's a lot of good golden nuggets in there about Google versus Amazon. Nika says, is the trademark is registered in the US? Would it be valid to send cease and desist letter to fishy sellers who try to selling my product in EU and Canada? No, trademark is only enforced in the country that you filed in. So if you have a trademark in the US, it's going to be only enforceable in the US. But if you want to have a international trademark, that's going to be different. So for every product that you sell on different platform, you need to have a trademark in that specific country if you want to enforce it. Otherwise, you cannot. So that's the case. So for example, I knew even patent is the same thing. Patent is the same thing. You only force it in the country that you're in. Yeah, and trademark is the same thing. If you're in China, there's no trademark, basically. All right, so I think we reached 1 hour, guys. I think 1 hour and 6 minutes. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I hope you guys really liked what you saw. If you like it, please don't forget subscribe. Please go ahead and click the thumbs up because we're at 909 already, and we're really willing to grow this to 1,000, and hopefully we reach that very soon. We're doing everything that we can in our life to be able to make it happen, but it's getting difficult. So guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for everything. If you really want to consider the live interactive course for Amazon FBA Giants, go ahead and do it. We have 1 week until next Saturday, and then we're going to go deep into every subject, and I'm going to share with you all the outline and what's going to be covered in. I mentioned in the link, so the link is going to be at the bottom. Please go ahead and click the link and find more about the product and find more about the live course and what's going to be included. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do. Thank you so much. If you have any subject or topic that you want to cover for next week, please let me know. Other than this, I wish you nothing but the best. Have yourself a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend, and let's all make it happen together, Giants. And I love you all. Take care, everybody, and see you next time.